Hi everyone, today I have a fall flower harvest winner for you that I'm loving and I want to share it with you today. So it brings a lot of drama to the garden, and I mean the good kind of drama here. So I'm here with my Amaranth Love Lies Bleeding, and it's such a stunner that I want to talk a little bit about it, and then I'm also harvesting it today to dry for the winter. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that because it's a little bit different how you dry it than the normal air drying for flowers that you bring in. So I want to enjoy this in the winter, and it's so versatile in a lot of different arrangements and crafts, fresh or dried. And it's fall here. I'm in zone 6B, I'm in Connecticut, and in order to make the most of my gardens, I really try to bring in as much as I can, meaning vegetables, herbs, and flowers. Don't forget your flowers. So my amaranth I plant by seed when we're out of danger of frost, and that's usually late spring, early summer. So this is a little mass planting that I have going on here. And they do get to be about 2 to 4 feet tall, and they love their full sun. Once you get them going, which can be a little bit tough, so I plant a lot of them, they're fairly easy to take care of. And they add such interest to the garden. They can just be a really nice wow factor, or you can just mix them in with your other annuals and perennials, and they're just stunning. So they do come in this red color, or you can also find them in gold. They're also known as foxtail amaranth, and I've heard them called tassel flower. They have a lot of history, and they are can be found in colonial gardens and also Victorian English gardens, and you can see why. They do have a lot of drama and a lot of cottage garden vibe going on here. So you can see here that a lot of the leaves have been eaten, and I really am a fan of organic gardening. I'm not really bothered by it, and neither are the plants. And because I'm going to dry it, I'm going to strip the leaves, and also I do the same thing if I'm using them in a fresh flower bouquet. So I'm not so worried about that. So right now is a great time to harvest them to dry, and that's because the seeds are completely dry. You can see them shedding a little as I'm combing through them. So you want to make sure that you wait a little bit and they're a little bit firm or a little bit crispy. You can also leave some in the garden to reseed because they will reseed themselves, and what's better than free plants. So let's get to harvesting here. And all you really need are some trugs or some buckets and your snips. And what you want to do is, let me cut a smaller one here. You can cut them as long as you like. And then we're just going to be stripping the leaves. So remember, one of the important things to do when you are drying your flowers or bringing them in to dry is you can pick them on a dry day. So it's late afternoon now, it's been a very dry day, but my ultimate time for picking my flowers for drying is in the morning after the dew dries. So basically when they're least stressed. Okay, so that's it. And I'm just going to keep going and gather some more. Okay, so this is what I have. I have a little more snipping to do, but for the most part, I have all the leaves stripped from My Love Lies Bleeding, and it's so beautiful. It's exciting that we can bring this in and enjoy it, because it does get a little sad this time of year when the gardens are being put to bed. So as far as drying, remember I said it's a little bit different than what we normally do for air drying our flowers. So we are still using the air drying method. Typically we hang our flowers upside down in bunches. But because of the flowering habit, what you want to do is you want to dry them in a vase, a bucket, or even a basket, and you want to dry them upright like this. So the flowers dry in their natural state, which is this weeping form. So just like this. So you want to put them in a darker area, so out of direct sunlight, because we want to retain the beautiful color. You want it to be warm and dry. And typically it'll take about 2 weeks and you'll have some beautiful dried flowers. Now, with that said, this isn't just a functional thing that you can do here. You can also just go ahead and get out some pretty baskets, or if you have some pretty pails, and put them inside in a darker location and just have them on display while they're drying. Because look at how gorgeous they are. So I'm going to see what else I have for baskets. This one's a little shorter, but I really just wanted to show you an example of what it can look like. So that's it for today. I appreciate all of you at home watching, and if you like the video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and join our channel. Subscribe for some future gardening fun.